Nancy here. Today I want to talk about hostess coaching. So, what do you think of when you hear of hostess coaching? So you have your party booked, it's on your calendar. Now what? So you want to train your host like she's your next recruit. You want to help her make her party as successful as it can be. So first of all, how does your host want to be contacted? What is the best way that you guys can stay connected? Then get a hostess pack read together for her. No matter what party style she has, whether it's a Facebook party, an in-home party, or a catalog/basket party, it is very important that she has the tools that she needs to make this party successful for her. So, types of things you can put in your host packet are catalogs. Typically, it's like 3 to 5 catalogs, order forms, a pen, the flyer of the month for the scent and the warmer of the month, and any other tools that you feel necessary. Now, I personally loan out a set of mini scent testers, and I've noticed when I do that they are so excited and they can sniff through all the scents when they get home, and it just makes it more substantial that they got their hands on something. And then they can share that with their friends that may not be able to attend or may not want to order without smelling first. So that is a great tool right there, are your scent testers. Get a few sets so that you can have a few sets out at a time, but always keep one on hand for yourself, because if you're out and about and someone wants to smell some scents, you have them with you. So, next thing you want to do is find out what her 3 favorite products are in the catalog. And you're going to focus on those 3 products. So when you create your party page in your workstation, you can focus on those 3 products and create some bundles with them. You can use they used to be combine and saves. Now, for the life of me right now, I can't remember what they're called. They're bundle and saves. Focus on those and make a big deal. Like, oh my goodness, you could buy this warmer in 3 bars for this much money. So remember to do that. And then when you create your Facebook group or event, whichever you prefer, doesn't matter, either way is fine. Make sure you put the link in there and then explain in the description of the event how the party's going to go. If it is a catalog party, you can still post things in there. I like to recommend going live. It gets the customer's attention more than just posting flyers or just some generic flyer that everybody's using. So that is a great option as well. And then you'll want to notify your host to invite guests to those. Now, another thing I do is because not everybody's on Facebook and not everybody that is on Facebook is on there daily. So what I like to do is send out postcards. It doesn't matter what type of event they're doing. Just make out some postcards, get some name and addresses from your host, make some cards out for her as well. She can hand them out. People like to put those on their refrigerator, and it's a good reminder. Like I said, not everybody's on Facebook all the time. So, once you get the invites in the mail, make sure you send a thank you note to your host with a copy of an invite. So she knows what's on that invite and what it says. And then she also knows that you have mailed them out. Now, I mail them out because I am absolutely horrible. If I host a party and I have to send out invitations, I'm lazy. I just can't seem to get them in the mail. So, but when I have a host that I'm trying to help be successful, I make sure they're in the mail. So, I also send a scent circle along. So, whatever you can afford, maybe you want to send them a few samples, that's fine. But make sure it's within your budget. Don't go over your budget. So, another thing you want to do is set goals and expectations. So I like to set a party goal of $500. That way they get that 15% in host rewards. And I have people push for that. I really do. So I'll get into it a little later if they come short. But a week before the home party, mention to the host that snacks should be simple and non-fragrant. You really don't want them cooking some big meal and making it a lot of work, or a big buffet of desserts or whatever. Just make it simple. Stick to sweet and salty and a few beverages. Let's see. A day before the party, remind her to message her guests to remind them of the party so they don't forget. Maybe if it's an in-home party, I'd like to say, hey, message your guests and tell them to wear purple because we're having a party. But it has to be something that we can see. You know, no underwear. Because, anyway, the day before. And then it will say it's time to close the party, and we'll say she's $400. She's at $400, and she's got $100 more to go. And she's like, oh, I can't get no more orders. I'm like, well, let's see here. And I write the math down on the paper. I'm like, $400. You get 10% in host rewards. That would be $40 free product. So then, let's just say you got the other $100 and it bumped you up to $500. So you go $500 times the 15% will give you $75 in free product and 3 half price. So that almost doubles your host rewards. Hey, why not? So give her a day or two more before she closes her party, and the majority of my hosts hit that mark. Who doesn't want to double their host rewards? So, how can you change your script to your host coaching? What are you going to do? Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day.